Hello everyone, in this 25-minute HIIT kickboxing class, we are going to be doing just that, kickboxing, starting off with our warm-up, a squat followed by a forward fold. So we will be implementing a lot of squats in our warm-up, just to warm up our muscles, but then stretching out our legs to adjust that, stretch out our legs, and a few other variations as well, just to get the blood moving in our body, so we're nice and prepped for the workout ahead. And now standing all the way back up, stepping one leg back to a lunge, straighten out to a pyramid pose, come back to your lunge, step forward, other side, lunge, pyramid, lunge, step forward. I'm just turning it to a side profile, step back, lunge, pyramid pose, lunge, and step forward. Remembering to alternate sides with your legs, spending a fraction longer on the stretches than the squat, and speaking of, wide-legged squat, followed by an arm reach, alternating your arms. So as we squat down, we're warming up our legs, as we reach up, we're warming up our upper body. And now stepping to the edge of your mat, so closest to your screen, lifting up one knee and step behind you, and then return your leg, switch sides. Your knee lifts up about hip height, step back, and return your leg. So we're opening up our hips, and as we step back, we're adding a nice mild stretch for our hamstring and calf. And our last warm-up exercise, wide-legged forward fold, starting off with our skandasana, and when you come back up to the middle, a forward fold, and then switch out sides. So as you've obviously gathered, we've had 30 seconds of a warm-up. We will have 40 seconds on the clock for our workout, 15 seconds rest, and a 1-minute interval. And now beginning our workout, 2 pulse punches, followed by a tilted upper body, but in between a front kick. Getting ready, y vamos. So 2 pulse punches towards the front about chin height, tilting your upper body a little bit, but then kicking your front leg to the front at about rib height, and being sure to kick your opposite foot from the last fist that you punched, or the last fist that you punched with. Makes more sense. And now with a bit of a bounce in your balancing heel, you're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee, kind of like a dancing bicycle, standing upright if you will. Getting ready, y vamos. Buen trabajo. And now coming into a left side punch followed by a right side block. So you punch with your left hand, but then you lift up your right knee to your left elbow in a block-like structure.
Apenas somos dos desconocidos, con ganas de besarse, con ganas de que pase lo que pase. Apenas somos dos desconocidos, con miedo a enamorarse, con miedo de que pase lo que
And now
pase.
switching out sides. Right punch followed by a left side block. And now we're coming into 5 star jumps, followed by an opposite arm cross punch, and as we punch across, our opposite knee comes up, with a bit of a bounce to this motion as well. And now coming into a right side curtsy, followed by a left leg kick. Feel free to have your hands on your hips, or you can bring your fists in front of you. And now we're of course switching out sides, so a left side curtsy followed by a right leg kick. And now coming to twisting elbows with clenched fists. So we're moving your arms about twice, and then when you return back to the previous side, your knee, opposite knee comes up, followed by a kick. And now coming into traveling high knees. So rather than your knees being directly in front of you, They're just slightly outside of hip width, and of course you're travelling in a shuffle-like motion as you lift your knees. And now in a twisting or like lunge motion, you're going to punch down to the ground, alternating sides, and then punching up to the sky, continuing the alternation. If the lunge part does get a bit too much or too confusing, you can just stick your motion heel outwards a bit, but making sure that you're keeping your upper body moving, punching down and punching up. Now we've come to our 1 minute break, so feel free to wipe off some sweat, take a beat for a bit, grab a drink of water or some more of your pre-workout. So jumping back into our workout, a side shuffle followed by a single arm cross punch. Now coming into a squat, followed by an alternating roundhouse kick. Feel free to have your hands on your hips, or feel free to bring your fists together. And now the same bouncing motion we were doing with our heels with the jumping standing bicycle, you're going to pretty much do the same thing with your heels, followed by a per motion punches, as well as every 5th bounce, or punch actually, you're going to switch out your legs. So bouncing through the heels a bit, about 5 punches, and then switch out the angle of your legs. So now coming into a box or dodge punches. So as you duck your head down and you dodge, as you come back up, single arm punch, switch out sides with your upper body and throw another punch. And now coming into a cross arms, knee to chest, stretching out to a warrior 3. And as you come back up to upright, your knee is back up and your fists are crossed over. So definitely quite the balance challenge. Do not hold it against yourself if you topple over. I did half a dozen times.
Se fue la plata y quedó la pena por tanta rumba pa' olvidar. Se fue la plata y quedó la pena por tanta rumba pa' olvidar.
And now it's pitching out sides, arms crossed at your chest when you're upright, knee to chest, and as you extend out to warrior 3, your arms are by your side. Feel free with your moving leg to touch your base right next to your foot if it helps to maintain balance. And now coming into a modified single leg start jump, and the same leg that motions outward also kicks forward, while your fists come to your chest just briefly as you kick up. And now as you go through repetitive punches, you're going to come into a V step squat. So as you step forward, there's a bit of a bend to your knees. As you step back, your legs are back to straight. And no matter what, just keep the punches coming. And now coming to another balance challenger, a almost as much as you can axe kick with your right leg, sinking back to a left side curtsy lunge, holding in your curtsy lunge, and as you launch back up, you kick your leg up. And switching out sides, of course, right side curtsy lunge hold, and as you launch back up, coming into a left side kick. Well, specifically as high as you can, an axe kick, but if it's more of a side kick, that is completely fine. And this is our second to last exercise, so giving it all that you've got. And now our bonus round / finisher. Squat jumps, and each second squat jump, an alternating single arm punch. Let's go, you got this. Final cardio burst. Y vamos. Woohoo! Amazing job. And now coming to our very well deserved cool down. So wide legs again, reaching for the ground, and then grabbing onto opposite elbows, coming to a bit of a ragdoll sway. Feel free to have a bit of a bend in your knees to protect your knees and if your hamstrings aren't that open. But otherwise, if you feel safe and you can manage it, straighten out through your legs. And now coming into a curled in a bird dog stretch, so grabbing, if it helps at first, same hand, same foot, but then swapping your foot over to your opposite hand. So like I said, a curled in bird dog. And then switching out sides, just so that we can even out. So grabbing opposite hand, opposite foot. One side is always a little bit more temperamental than the other for me. Once you got a grip on your foot, stretching out your opposite side. And now coming into some of my favourites, Skandasana stretches. This time we're not going to include the middle forward fold, we're going to sort of shift our hips across and switch out sides. So we're getting a nice good stretch throughout our hips, but also through our inner thighs. And our last cool down posture, our butterfly pose. So sitting in the middle of your mat, bringing feet together. As far as your knees sink, it's not important if your upper body can't come forward. Just feeling a nice damn good stretch throughout our hips and still our inner thighs. And that concludes our cool down. And that concludes our whole workout. Thank you all so much for watching and viewing, sweating with me if you were. I really am so proud of you. And I shall see you for a speech at the end of this video. Hola a todos, which in Spanish means hello everyone, or hey everyone if you will. Thank you all so much for following me on this harmonizing with yoga journey so far. Really enjoyed bringing a lot of love and light and power and strength and such onto this channel. Trying out something new, different styles of exercises clearly. Longer videos, shorter videos. Videos to help with, you know, post vaccination, which was obviously my first ever video. Post knee or patella injury, which I dislocated my patella in a yoga position gone slightly wrong. Then of course I also have a gentle HIIT workout from upset lower back. Recently, a couple of months ago or so, probably 3 months ago at this rate, wear and tear the small of my back, just the smaller muscles, so once I healed from it obviously, I then pieced together a pretty easygoing HIIT style workout involving the mini bowl. So I got already 3 different videos that help cater to, you know, most common type injury. Well, vaccination isn't an injury obviously. 3 different videos that help cater towards those who are just a little bit down for the counts but want to still keep on moving. So with that being said, what to look forward to next year, because technically I myself, Australian time, are 2 days, just off 2 days left until New Year's. We've got 30 and 31. We hit into January. But obviously this style workouts to look forward to next year. Definitely more Pilates ones. Just a lot more cardio and, you know, a blend of both of what I just said. Some yoga ones to slow it down again. Early morning wake up and late evening, maybe some more that cater towards if you've copped an injury, and I've been pretty familiar with the injury myself. So of course the workout will be properly dedicated and, you know, no miseducation on my part. Thank you all so much for following me on harmonizing with yoga thus far. I really do hope that you all click subscribe, even if I just cater to 5 people and 5 people enjoy the video, whether or not they specifically follow along as well. You know, that's why I always say at the end, thank you all for watching and or following. I do appreciate either way, because I really do appreciate it either way. Thank you all for watching and or following. I do appreciate either way, and I shall see you all in my future videos. Adios and namaste.